Everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We finally made it to the end of the work week. And weather-wise, things aren't looking too bad as we go throughout the rest of today. We'll be dealing with temperatures in the low 90s, mid-90s, maybe for some of us. But overall, it's going to be feeling pretty much what we have been feeling like the past couple of days, where we start to feel a little bit more humid. We're already sitting in the 80s, feeling like the upper 80s. And that's going to be the trend over the next couple of days, especially by the end of this week. And we're going to be talking more so about those feels like temperatures in the triple digits, anywhere between 105 and 110 degrees. So here's what we're tracking the rest of today and for your Saturday. Still going to be in the 90s, but mostly dry, not as hot as we are expecting later on in the weekend and early next week. An isolated shower can't be ruled out, but most of us staying relatively dry. And then starting on Sunday and into next week, that's where we'll really start to see the humidity on the rise and those rain chances ramp up going into Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Yeah, that's really what we're tracking here at home. It's just expected to get a little bit more muggy. We'll have a lot more moisture return from the Gulf. And with that, you're really going to be feeling that, especially into the start of next week. So it shouldn't be too bad for Saturday and Sunday. Honestly, it'll still be pretty toasty, but it's not going to be as bad as we're expecting it to be into Monday, Tuesday, and then it'll peak in Wednesday of next week and then gradually decline into the end of the week. But honestly, it's still going to be pretty muggy going forward, especially for the week ahead. But any of your weekend plans, especially into the day tomorrow, won't be all that bad. It'll actually be fairly typical for this time of year. Not really looking or feeling bad into Saturday or really Sunday. You just got to stay away from hopefully stay away from the rainfall on Sunday.
Yeah, so our actual temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 90s, but those feels like temperatures will be in the triple digits towards the end of the weekend and early next week. And our rain chances are going to stay relatively on the lower end of things, specifically today and tomorrow. For most of us, also on Sunday. So just giving you a look ahead of what you can expect rain chance wise. Again, mostly dry and for the most part on Sunday. I would say if you're along and south of I-20, you could have a better chance of maybe seeing a few more showers, but it's by Monday and Tuesday that we'll see a more widespread chances across a good portion of the state. So that's when you're really going to want to make sure those kiddos have the rain gear with them. Also that extra water bottle, not only because we're going to be dealing with the humidity, but you want to make sure they're also ready for the rain, especially as they head home from school. That's when we'll have those better chances for some more widespread showers and thunderstorms. Same even goes into the middle of the week. And then as we go into the second half of next week, we could see a little bit of a drop off in rain chances. Just kind of depends. We are still several days away, so the timing of all that could change. But when we're talking about the tropics, things look relatively quiet for us here in central Mississippi and along the Gulf. Things are not really coming to fruition, which is a good thing. We don't really want them to. But right now, just those areas of interest in the Atlantic look to stay out to sea. So
yeah, thankfully so. But in the long range forecast, there's that chance for some tropical waves to move off the coast of Africa here. And actually, more so towards the end of the month, middle to end. So the 13th through the 26th, do have that higher end chance for some tropical formation, all thanks to the tropical wave train is really that. It's that time of year where we actually start to see it towards the end of August, start of September, nearing that peak of hurricane season. We get a very common thing where just multiple waves off the coast of Africa get moving, and we could easily see some start to gain a little bit of strength. Now, obviously, a lot of the long range forecasts show that, but it's long range. We don't like to show those. I don't really want you to put all your eggs in one basket and believe all the Facebook meteorologists out there that say, hey, there's going to be a massive hurricane. You saw that yesterday.
Yeah,
they were posting 2 major storms.
And they're already not there.
There's nothing anymore,
so exactly. So we're just showing you that things could potentially happen, but not 100% that it's
Very
going to
change.
It's going to happen. So that's pretty much just what's going on tropic wise. Here at home, just going to be relatively quiet for the rest of your Friday as we take a look around town from our network of First Alert sky cams. Mostly clear skies, maybe a few puffy clouds out there, but overall it's not looking too bad as we wrap up the work and school week. Now we're saying school week, which is crazy to say, but so overall just expect more of the same today, tomorrow, and for most of us on Sunday. And then we'll really start to notice the changes in how it's feeling outside because of the humidity. And then eventually talking more so about rain chances for the first couple of days next week. So that's just an overview of what we're looking at over the next 7 to 10 days. Not major changes, but definitely something than what we have been seeing for most of this week. So, but that's all we've got. Of course, we'll have more in our later newscasts about the rain chances, and of course, also talking about the humidity. And then I believe Anae and Dave will be on later today on here for another update talking about the tropics and, of course, what's going to be going on for this weekend. So
have a great rest of your day and stay safe.